All right, guys, welcome back to the Tales of Aria. This is episode 16. We are calling it a meeting of friends. We have a different DM today. It is going to be Ordwin. This is going to be his story. It's going to be his first time DMing. Ordwin, the floor is yours.
All right. So our group today finds themselves in Terrawind. Terrawind is actually where Terrawind is actually where Ordwin comes from. It's his home city. This is the meeting between Ordwin and Finian and kind of how they all got together. We're going to find ourselves actually located in this inn here. This is called the Hogshead Inn. It's right on the outskirts of the town. So I'm actually I will show that too for the people watching. Someone wants to give that a ping. Right there. So you find yourselves inside the inn. You are a crew of bandits. You travel from monastery to monastery. You steal from the churches, monasteries, anything like that, anything of religious makings. And you've found yourself here in Terrawind. Terrawind is very far to the north. I think it's one of the most northern countries. This is after the Cow War. This is 10 years ago from where we are right now in Tales of Aria. This is right after the Cow War. This place was just under attack not so long ago. It's under rebuilding. So the defenses are kind of weak. So you guys kind of saw this as a great opportunity to go ahead and try to come in here. So you are inside this tavern. Your leader's name is Marcus Graybeck. That is this fellow up here. If you guys want to go ahead and place y'all's tokens. And we're all kind of sitting around the table, and Marcus is going to be giving you guys some directions. Behind the counter is a barkeep. Her name is Vanessa. She runs the bar, as well as when you go upstairs, there's actually going to be beds and stuff on top of this where you guys can take rest. You're renting a room for the evening or as long as it's going to take you guys. Vanessa kind of runs the bar, and she also runs the inn upstairs. So if you have any questions for while you're in here, you can refer to her. There's going to be a group of people at this table here. No one directly behind you, and the tables over to the left are also full. All right. So Marcus leans in really close. How did we all sleep last night?
Oh, it's been interesting, boss. This is such a quaint town.
Yes, it definitely looks like something we'll be able to manage to get in and get out really quick. He's gonna signal over to the barkeep and wave his hand, and she already knows. She's been with you guys before, and she knows you just want another round of drinks. So there's actually a few things that we need to begin to take care of. One, we need to we need to locate wherever the church is in this town. We haven't really had time to walk around and really see anything, so that's top priority. We're going to have to find that. A few other things we're going to have to do today. We definitely have to find someone here in the town that can get us inside. Because the church isn't just going to let wary travelers come in, walk through everything, and for one, we're not going to know where we are in there.
Really? Another lackey again?
Hey, we need it. We have to. If we don't have that, we're not going to know where anything is. Like this is the farthest north town that I know of, and I just don't know anything about it.
Jeez. You know how people are in these small towns. They're dumb, they're stupid. They get on my nerves. But you're the boss, so sure.
And the last thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to plan some kind of escape route. Now, we traveled across the river to get into here. But if you can find any other ways out of the town that you might think is easier or better for us to do, bring that information back to me as well. And that way we can try to plan our escape. So for now, what I need you guys to do, and Vanessa's going to be walking over now, and she's kind of handing you guys some drinks. Can all of you roll perception?
Alrighty.
Ooh. Alright, so... Yeah, you all are going to notice this. The table to your side, there's a couple guards actually sitting there, and they are actually going to be hearing kind of what you're talking about, and they're kind of looking over at you.
Finian squints at them.
They see us, right? They're just like,
Yeah, they can see you. They're not hearing what you're saying. You are far enough away, but you do look like outsiders, and they do notice that you guys are there. And they're keeping an eye on you right now.
Okay, I thought you said they heard what we were talking about. I was like, oh.
They're catching glimpses of what you're actually saying. Nothing crazy.
Can I roll intimidation? Try to see if I can make them look away.
Yeah, sure. You do not intimidate them. Actually, one of the guards is actually going to be walking up to you right now.
Finian talks to guys like, oh great, they're coming over.
Alright, give me 1 sec. I'm going to drag the token.
Chimeras looks at Finian and is like, hey, I tried.
You did, old friend.
Alright. So he walks on over to you. Well, hello there. Good evening. Or good morning, I'm sorry. Good morning.
Good morning, how's it going?
So, you all don't look very familiar. I don't think I've seen you around this part of town. What are you all doing here?
We're just merchants passing through. It's a lovely town. We just took a stop for a rest, you know. Our horses needed to be fed.
Merchants this far north?
Well, we're looking for a new trade.
He kind of looks over at... Oh, I didn't even have you guys introduce y'all's characters. Let's take a pause here real fast, and I'm going to have you guys introduce your characters just so I can do all that.
Are we still near the start then?
We just
Oh, yes, we are.
We just started.
Oh, hi. Hi, everyone. I'll make a
What is
character that'll
up?
probably come in a little late, I guess. I'll make a character that'll probably come in a little late. So, yeah.
Just what we're doing, just go ahead and create a level 5, anything you want.
Any commoner or peasant class thing?
No,
We're just
anything you want.
Okay.
We're
Just no
keeping
god.
Finian as monk right now, and Ordwin's a paladin, and basically what's, you'll see as it goes.
I'm actually a rogue. I'm not a...
Oh, you're a rogue.
Yes,
All right,
because...
well, let's go ahead and introduce everyone really fast, since Hale did show up.
So I'm going to be playing as Finian again. It's, he's much younger, 10 years younger, so he'd be in his early teens. He'd be around 14. And yeah, he's a rogue. He's going through the trials of becoming a monk. So he hasn't really gotten into that lifestyle yet. So he's known these people for quite a while. They are kind of been his influence of thievery. They've been his friends in the monastery. They were all orphans growing up as a kid. So.
Hugh?
My character's name is Chimeras. He's in his 30s, and he was actually an orphan when he was younger. He was thrown. His parents were killed and thrown and during a battle in their village, and he was adopted by a dwarven smith, and that's the reason why his last name is Shadowmane. But he's a monk, and he's drunk all the time. And people have been known that he has a tendency to break things just because. But, you know.
And Baltimore?
So you see before you a man donned in just some very simple, red robes, nothing too eye-catching. You do not actually notice that he is a man that's less so a man and more so a giant cat, a tabaxi, if you will. You also notice as well that, unlike everybody else at this table, Kadir doesn't actually seem to have any weapons on him or anything like that. Instead, rather, you only see a shield on his left arm, and not even that. It's strange to say the least. It's a very small buckler, just kind of hidden very hidden very well beneath his robes. He's not particularly doing anything at this moment in time. As this man walks over, he's just kind of staring at Finian as he's volunteered to speak up for the group this time. So he's just gonna wait and see and let all this play out.
And Huffle, do you have an idea of what you're going to do yet?
Yeah, but let's just wait until my character's done, and then we can introduce him.
All right, and then I'll give you kind of the backstory of what we just talked about. There we go. So Marcus Graybeck is your group's little leader. You guys are a group of thieves. You travel from city to city, hitting monasteries, churches, anything of religious standing is kind of what you guys hit. You've traveled to the far north. You are now in the town of Terrawin, which is where Ordwin is from. It's right after the Cow War, so this is about 10 years ago. The city's still being rebuilt. It's not completely torn down or burnt anymore, but it is in a rebuilding phase. So guards are kind of... there's not as many of them as there used to be. This is the Hogshead Inn. The lady behind the counter's name is Vanessa. She is the innkeep as well as the barkeep. And you're all kind of sitting around here, and Marcus has just told you guys... He's given you 3 tasks. You need to go locate the church. You're going to need to find someone in the town to be your scapegoat, your kind of get out. And he's also going to be the one that shows you through the church. He should know, or she should know, where everything is in there. And then you also need to find an escape route. So you came in through the river behind the Hogshead, but there might be another easier way to get out. So you're just going to do those couple things, and then you guys will be coming back to kind of go from there. While you were doing this, you guys noticed that the guards at the table next to you were kind of keeping an eye on you and seeing what you were doing. Hugh just tried, or I'm sorry, not Hugh. Is it Chimeras? Is that how you pronounce it?
Chimeras.
Yeah, Chimeras.
All right. Chimeras tried to do an intimidation roll. It failed, and so now the guard got up to talk to you guys. And I'm guessing you are here as well. I know your token's not there, but you can talk with the group as well. All right. So, I don't remember where we just left off.
Yeah, I was explaining that we're traveling merchants and we're feeding our horses and looking for new trade routes to rebuild towns and get back to their former glory.
There's quite a fair few of you to be traveling merchants.
Chimeras looks at the guards and, well, I'm the bodyguard.
Ah,
Yes, we few of us are different merchants from different trades. You see the man over there, he's dressed rather nice, so he does apparel. Me, I do a few trinkets.
and you thought coming to a town that just got through a war was the best place to go to sell your goods?
Well, you never know if you guys have some hidden talent that would possibly help us out.
So he's kind of standing there. He's got his arms crossed, and he's just giving you guys an up and down. He doesn't really see a threat right now, but he does want to keep his eyes on you. Since Chimeras is the one that tried to intimidate, he's going to reach out his hand. Well, my name's Brave and Cowardice. I'm glad to meet you guys. We will be keeping an eye on you, just because you're from out of town. I hope that that's okay, and you understand.
Oh, no, it's completely understandable.
Chimeras looks at him and he grabs his hand to shake it. It's like, just don't get too close.
He kind of gives Chimeras an up and a down, and kind of closes his eyes at him, you know. All right, then, and heads on back to his table.
Chimeras, you have to know how to treat our hosts with a little more respect, shall you? I say this loud enough that the guards hear it.
Chimeras in a sarcastic voice. Yes, master. I will think about that.
And
Pinion
upon
tries
hearing
to-
this, they're both gonna start getting up and making their way to the door.
Pinion tries to hold a laugh while he knows it's pure sarcasm. Pinion looks around at the guys. Are we in the clear now?
So Marcus is gonna lean back in. All right. So back to what I was saying. And 1 second, just got a DM. I don't think so. Ask Temperance, and I'll just say yes to what
Yeah,
he
I just
says.
can't remember if it was 5th level or 6th level that you start with an uncommon. Magic
With all that stuff, so my whole thing with that is just like I figured that we were on like the bottom end of poverty, so I thought we were like, I just went with like standard, like honestly first level starting stuff.
Yeah, we're all in like kind of first level gearish. We're just at that level so we can actually use some spells and stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, normally if you're thinking about which I think you're thinking about, it's 500 gold plus 1d10 times 25, and then you start with one uncommon item if it's standard, and then like 2 if it's not.
All right. So back to what we were working on. I'm gonna need you guys to 1, locate the church. 2, we need the escape route, and 3, you need to find the man from the
Patsy.
city. The Patsy.
Got it, boss.
So, unless you guys have any more questions for me, you're free to go ahead and begin.
Just one more thing.
Of course.
You got the bill for these drinks, right?
I'm covering the bill for everything today.
Wonderful.
Chimera smiles. It's like, Vanessa, I'll have another one.
Just remember, whatever you end up spending, it is coming out of your paycheck if it's too expensive. It will help.
Chimera thinks a bit. It's like, make that 2.
So, Marcus is going to get up and he's going to head upstairs and towards the actual inn portion of this, and he's going to leave you guys kind of down here in the tavern.
Kinna's gonna go over to Vanessa.
You're going to make me do a girl voice, aren't you?
So it begins.
Yes.
Of course, DM.
Well, what can I get for you?
All right. What do you know about this town? Obviously, you live here.
Well, we just got out of the war. And, it's cold.
Please
You
tell
want
me
another
more.
drink?
I know my big, well, rather large friend over there definitely wants an extra. I've had enough at the moment. I don't drink that much.
Yeah, not much going on around this town. Not with everything that's been going on with the war and the rebuilding.
All right. Well, is there any sites that you would say are fantastic? Is there any churches that I can go and pray at? I'm a very, very religious man.
Well, not really many attractions around here. Lots of farmland, but when it's cold and snowing, we don't really get to do any of that kind of stuff. And there is a church. It was attacked and burned as well with the war, but it's under reconstruction, but it's still there. It's up on the hill to the north. They should allow you to come in and do some praying, but they're not really taking anyone in right now.
That's fantastic. I definitely need to say my prayers. I'm, as I said, highly religious. I need to go to one every single time that I'm in a town.
At this, she's going to sit down a drink on the table there, and
For your friend. And don't worry, it's on the tab for the fella that just left.
Fantastic. I take a sip of the drink, give a wink, and then
she winks
Then I give
back
it-
at you.
Oh, you drunk little boy.
I bring it over to my large friend Chimeras. Here you go, big friend. This is a big old frosty one.
Thanks, Vinny. And he takes a drink of it.
The fuck?
Chimeras has a barking tick.
Has a soul of a dog in a bottle.
All right, so you're all sitting at the table. You got that little bit of information there from Vanessa. Where would you all like to go from here?
Guys, I think it's about time that we have a nice little walk around the town, shall we?
Gideon's just gonna shrug and just gonna say, wait, so what exactly did we learn from the lady, by the by?
Absolutely nothing.
Oh, neato.
Basically, she told you there's not really much around the town as far as attractions going on. The church is located towards the north. It caught fire in the battle as well. It's under reconstruction. They're only really allowing people to come in to pray. They're not letting people come in to stay there. And that was pretty much it.
Okay.
I mean, you can ask her other stuff. He just asked for attractions, and that was basically it.
I gotcha. Honestly, I think Kadir's just gonna stand up and just gonna say, I believe I should go for a walk on my own. Just to see what I can find.
So you're gonna
Fair
go
enough,
on your own?
Cardi.
Did you say you're going on your own?
Yeah, why the fuck not? Just walk around.
All right.
I'm also gonna head for the door.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and swap
Chimeras, you getting over here or what?
He's BRB.
Okay.
All right. So the Hog's Head, like I said, it's right there where Finian's token is. It is the building to the right. It does have the the bridge out the back and out towards the woods for the escape plan, as stated before, but you're more than welcome to look for other options as well. She told you the church was in the northern part of this, didn't exactly say where. You guys are free to kind of roam around here and kind of get like a description of the area, or not description of the area, but kind of get a lay of the land. And kind of do whatever it is you'd like to do. If you'd like to try to find anything in the area, let me know.
I'm guessing these are market stalls and stuff.
They look like wheelbarrows. Yeah, we can say they're little little tables set up, little shops, I guess, outdoor shops.
I think I'm gonna head over there.
You do your thing. I should stay on task. And fucking Kadir's gonna walk north and start trying to flag people down.
All right, as you're walking that way, actually, you are going to see that there are 2 guards at that tower that you just passed.
Oh, like right here?
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and place them. All right. So you do see them, and they're just kind of standing there, chit and chat with each other. They are keeping an eye on the bridge. One is up in the tower, and one's down on the ground. They're talking to each other, yelling up back and forth. They're not really keeping 100% eye on the road, but they are glancing back and forth and checking on it. And they do see you walking by, and they look at you and give you a little wave.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna walk over to them then. And before I walk over, I'm gonna have both my hands in my sleeve, and I'm going to don't mind me. Pull out a holy symbol of Bahamut.
All right. And what are you doing with it?
Excuse me, good friends. Do you happen to know of a local church or anything I can do that? I'm a bit of a holy man, and I was wondering if you could point me in the right direction for prayer.
The guard on the ground's gonna kind of look at you. Oh, hi there. You don't really look like you're from here.
No, I am a merchant from out of town. I deal in the finer things in life.
Oh,
But that is beside the point. Do you know where I could go for my communion with God?
well, you're actually on the right path. So if you keep following this road, and he's gonna point down. Let me grab my tool thingy. So he's gonna kind of point down this way. If you continue down this road, you're gonna come to a kind of a house on the right, all the way at the end. It's got like a fence around it. Well, on the opposite side of that, you'll see the church to the far north.
Okay.
So right there, yep. So there's not really a road leading that way to it. You kind of have to walk down Main Street, which is the road that Finian's kind of on. And my tools are not working. So this is Main Street. So the easiest way to get there is down Main Street, make a right, and then you'll see it up there on the left. Well, I mean, you can try to climb through the back roads here and try to get yourself in through the buildings, but I mean, it's up to you. No one's gonna say anything. That house over there is abandoned anyways.
Oh, really?
Upon hearing this, the way you say, "Oh, really?" he kind of looks at you. What do you mean, "Oh, really"?
What do you mean? What do I mean? Oh, really? I just said, "Oh, really?" As in, like, oh.
It was very suspicious the way you just said that. Like, very interesting to you.
I just said, "Oh, really?" Is this a race thing?
Oh.
I'm gonna look at my. I'm gonna look.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna look genuinely sad. Oh, shit! I have to think wrong. I have to fluff something around. Sorry. There.
Roll.
Oh, I'm gonna look genuinely sad. As I'm gonna look at like my fur hands and just kind of say, when I came this way, I figured with you all going through a war that you wouldn't be this prejudiced against outsiders, but I'm a little hurt, my friend.
I am so sorry.
No, It's not your
I
fault.
did not mean to imply anything because of your race. I feel terrible about it. I am so sorry.
It is fine if you know now.
He walks up to you. Look, if you'd like, I can actually walk you to the church so you can just get there right now. I am so sorry that I have offended you.
Would you be such a dear, my friend? Many
Of
Many
course.
many thanks.
So, while this guard is walking Kabir up towards the church, Finian and Chimeris, what are y'all doing?
I'm gonna look at the market stalls. I think Finian's on the path of looking for a patsy. He seems to have adopted that role. He saw chimeras in the distance. I don't know if he could have heard them from that far away. I don't think so.
Chimeras is not, his hearing's not the best.
No, you would have been too far away to hear them talking. Oh, you're talking about Chimeras, or you're talking about Kabir? Sorry. Kadir.
I'm sorry, Kadir.
No,
But
you wouldn't
I
have heard them.
would I have seen the whole interaction?
You would roll not insight. Roll
Perception?
perception. You do not see them.
Fair enough. So-
Chimeras, you're more than welcome to roll too if you'd like.
Nah, he doesn't matter. No, it
Oh
doesn't
crap! I
matter.
was unmuted this whole time.
So what I will say is, yeah, you saw them over there when he was first there talking to the guards, and you looked down, you were looking at some trinkets there in the shop, and you looked back up and they're gone. So you didn't actually see where they went.
I'm guessing everything's fine in my head. This isn't anything new.
I mean, yeah, you do see that the other guard's still up in the tower, so it doesn't look like they both took him somewhere. So you don't think anything's wrong. So you just didn't see him leave. That's all.
So I'm gonna look at the stalls. I'm gonna be trying to talk to locals to figure out who's dumb and who's not.
All right. So we'll
So whatever kind of entrance you decide for me, yeah, I'm ready.
Oh, I've just kind of been including you in this.
Oh,
You can just kind of I'll get you in a second.
okay.
What's your character's name gonna be?
Yu Chen.
Hugh Chen?
No, Yu Chen.
Yu Chen.
One person here has already met this character.
Alright.
You're-
So
You're Chen.
Finian, you're talking to just a little shop person there?
Yeah.
Hi. What can I do for you?
I'm new in town. I'm trying to figure out where
I
the
can tell
church
that.
is.
I haven't seen you.
As you can see, how I'm dressed. I'm a man of the cloth. I'm curious where the local church is.
As you're saying this, he's kind of throwing his hand across the table. He's got a bunch of shiny rocks, things like that. Nothing really of value that you see, but he's trying to get you to kind of look at his wares. The church,
Yeah, the church.
And he kind of points off. That's over that way. Anything interesting you hear?
They are very shiny trinkets that you have.
Yes, they come from the bottom of the river here. They're just naturally forming rocks. Nothing crazy, but they always stay cold. Always.
Always say. Tell me more. Why is this?
We do not know. 1 second, I'm getting a phone call.
I'm gonna look over at Chimeras to see what he's doing.
Chimeras is just browsing the stuff down below.
So I guess while he's doing his thing, I should describe a bit about the guy that you've all been working with, named Yu Chen. He's dark-skinned elf, really bushy brown hair, always wears a spiked headband with a cap on his cap. Wears this old military jacket. You have no idea where he got it from. Doesn't seem to be from actually being in the military. And, well, he's angry at everything.
Oh, it's him
And
again.
he likes punching trees.
It's him. He's
Yeah, what about it?
Why do I have the... Oh, whoops.
What? What?
I fucked up
What?
with something, but we're good. I fixed it.
So where would you be at the moment?
So I'm trying to figure out.
Well,
I don't know.
in.
We came in through
All right, what's
here.
the question?
Just trying to
Okay.
figure out where you is.
We would have
Right
came
there.
through here to the Hogshead.
So this is where you all started out, was right here in this tavern. And kind of how you came into the town was from the bridge behind and through the woods behind.
Oh gosh, he looks like a Wakfu character.
He would walk in and just look around. Where the hell'd they go?
He's in the bathroom.
I'm gonna say from there you would be able to kind of see Finian, not so much Chimeras, and you cannot see Kadir at all.
No, there's the pipsqueak. Okay. And I'll make his way over there.
So he's the guy's kind of looking down at his stuff again. It's just he's letting you guys know it's nothing magical about the rocks. It's just because it's so far north, and it's just something with the water and the pressure in the water and how the rocks were formed. These rocks just always stay cold. That's all.
How much would be for one of these rocks?
I forgot what voice I was doing for this fella. Well, I'm only asking for 2 silver. Nothing crazy. I mean, we're in a rebuilding phase here, and we're just kind of trying to get whatever it is we can.
You know what? I'll give you a gold for...
Sir, that's too kind.
I'll take as many as I can for this gold.
And he's going to hand you 15 of these rocks. They're about the size of, to us, a quarter in diameter, and about like they're not circular, but they're not like jagged or anything like that. They kind of look like a gemstone kind of. They're clear, light blue in color, and just like he said, they just feel extremely cold. So after you paid him this, he kind of looks at you. Thank you so much. Actually, if you take this road right here that you're on, to the west, and then when it forks north, follow it north, it'll lead you right to the church. It'll be up there on the hill on the left.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
No, sir. Thank you. And he pockets the gold, and he's just got this big smile on his face because he's just so happy that he just got that much.
I look at Chen with an idea in his eyes.
You. There you
I
are,
turn
pipsqueak.
around. Oh, hello, Chen. I got come with me. Let's have a conversation. We pass right past Chimeras into an alleyway.
Okay.
All right. And Kadir, sorry.
Yep.
Dang, I forget. How do you keep up with all your voices, by the way?
You don't.
All right, I think I had this one was kind of like an Irish. Oi, hello. Okay. All right, so here's the church, just like I said, right up here on the hill, as it was.
All that Irish.
It's something, bro.
It's full on QE. It's
All right.
literally QE.
I think I was doing whatever. So like I said, if you take this road down here to the left, it'll lead you down to the main street, or you can do like we just did, and we can cross through right here behind this house. And he points over here, and you can just cross in through there and head down that street if you'd like to, whichever way.
As we're walking, I'm gonna ask him. Normally, what I've come to find with many churches is that they usually devote themselves to one god in particular, and then allow their worship of the rest within the walls. Does this one have a particular god that heralds, or?
So, not really. Terrawind's kind of like we're kind of a melting pot of all different, religious backgrounds, and there is not one god. You can come here, it's more of a place of prayer than it is a church.
I see. Well, I'm glad to know that I should be welcome then. And
I will say this, there is a priest in there who runs the whole thing. Her name is... Her name's Lillian. You're more than welcome if she's inside to kind of ask her.
I shall keep her in mind then, my friend. And many thanks for guiding me here.
Oh, no problem. And again, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It is fine, my friend. You did not know.
He reaches out his hand to shake it and kind of gives you a little bow.
I'll shake his hand too. Size him up.
Thank you so much, sir. And again, I'm sorry. And he's going to kind of scuttle away and head on out of here.
Played like a fiddle. Anyway.
Why did I just make him big?
Because he thick.
Dummy thick.
All right, there we go.
Alright, so what was
one
that
sec.
plan you wanted?
So also while you're there, Kadir, you are going to notice that there are 2 guards here as well.
All right.
Again, one in the tower and one is down on the ground, but these 2 you can tell. Actually, roll perception.
Okay. Dun, dun, dun. That's 7.
So you don't really notice much. You do notice that they're talking to one another. You can't really tell if they're keeping their eyes on the road or what they're doing. You just know that there are 2 of them.
Okay.
All right, and we can jump back to Chimeras if you had something.
Oh no, he's just shouting at the market, saying, "Why is it 5?" He's getting mad. Said, "What do you mean it's 5 gold for 1 potion?"
Pretend we don't know him. Pretend we don't know him.
Pinion rolls his eyes.
He's
So-
sort of like shaking the stall.
So, my friend, I got a great business proposition. You see these rocks here? They're luck rocks. We can sell them a gold apiece.
It kind of sounds like a scam. How much did you pay for him?
A gold for 15 altogether. You know what? Let's make it 5 gold. After all, a bit of luck will help everyone out. And if they want to buy in, it could be 50 gold for 1,000 rocks that they could sell. Or 100. You know what I'm saying?
Now, like I said, you got all these rocks?
It's from the water over here. Apparently, they always are cold. Here, touch one.
He grabs one.
You feel that coldness? That is a luck running right through you.
You're really
It's
going to have
working.
to find some dumb people to fall for this.
But when we do find those people, it's easy money.
Chimeras walks up from behind. Well, anyways, hey, how are you guys doing? Hey, what are those rocks?
Chimeras! These are luck rocks, Chimeras.
You want to buy
Now-
one for 5 gold?
5 gold for luck rocks? How lucky are them?
Oh, they'll make you so lucky they're Chimeras.
Yeah, if you're trying to get rich, just keep one of these on you, and you'll make tons of money in no time.
Chimeras thinks to himself, 5 gold could equal 1,000 gold? Yeah, sure, I'll
Yes.
take one. He gives you 5 gold.
You see how you're holding on to it and it's so cold? That means it's working. The day that it warms up is the day it runs out of luck.
Chimera said, "Oh, I feel lucky already. I'm gonna go back to the potion stall, see if I get my potion for less."
You go get it, lucky boy. Who knew the dumbest one was in our own group?
Well, I'm not the brightest either, but let's face it, I am crafty. I don't know how I even think of these.
While y'all are in the alley, you are going to notice that as you're standing there, people have been walking by slowly, not in large groups, like a little group of 2 here and there. Maybe one passes by every 2 to 3 minutes or so. So not a lot of people, but you are noticing that people are walking by.
Let's try our luck there, Chen. Let's go on different corners, and here, I'll give you half, and I'll take half, and let's see who does better. A little wager, shall we? We have an even number now.
I mean, I could pass off as a veteran with this jacket. Maybe I can fool some suckers like that.
And you know what? We gave him a discount. Let's charge 10 gold.
All right.
And then give a buffer for 5 if we want.
And let them try to bring it down. No lower than 5.
You hear a smash in the distance. Chimera says, "Smash in the stall."
What's wrong, sir?
He said, "This guy's a cheap. He keeps selling. He's raising the prices of these potions."
I'm not raising the price of the potions. You just keep asking me to reduce the price of the potions, and I'm not going to.
Exactly. They should be less than 5 gold.
I don't understand what the problem is, sir. It's a set price. I'm barely paying less than this to buy them. I'm not making much profit.
Dang, he sucks at intimidation.
How do you try to intimidate him?
He pretty much he raises up his fist as if he was about to smash the cart.
So, with your failed intimidation, he is going to blow whistles for guards?
Let's move.
Finian's already gone. Finian's on a corner talking about any passerby about how lucky things can be and how these awesome rocks have changed his life.
So we're going to go back up to Kadir. And what are you doing?
Man, I sure do hope my party's getting themselves killed right about now. But anyway, so I've arrived at the church, right? Or like a main. Okay.
Yeah, you are right in front of the church. It's right here.
Okay, neato. So, one thing I'm curious about, as I was talking to the guard on the way here, I was gonna ask him why would he even bring up an abandoned house? Why was it abandoned?
So it was abandoned because there was a war, and a lot of the residents of this city, unfortunately, did pass, and so there's just nobody in it right now.
Okay. I was just double checking. All right. And so now that I'm at the church, I'm gonna go ahead and walk inside.
As you walk inside, you notice that it's all, well, for one, the sun's up, so it's all glass, and the light's already shining through. But even though that is happening, there are candles all the way up and down. Give me 1 second.
Honestly, if you... Oh, okay.
And just place your token for now, because you're the only one here.
Yeah, if you want, you can go tackle their stuff and then just cut back to Kadir. I'm just gonna be minding my own fucking business until then.
All right. So while you're in here, just kind of scoping things around, do know you're only going to be you're limited to just this front area right now, and then no stairwells into the. Hold up. So you're fine to go into this area, and that's pretty much it. The graveyard out back, they're keeping restricted just because it was just a war, and they don't want any outsiders out there for one. That's limited to only family. But you're more than welcome. This is the prayer area right here, and this would just be your entrance area right here.
Okay. Yeah, it is. Alright, but yeah, we can cut back to this just in a little bit.
All right. So let's go to Finian.
Finian is going to roll performance. He is going to try and sell these 7 magical rocks of luck.
So I don't know if it would be performance.
Persuasion is a thing you
It'd
can
be
do.
more of a persuasion, and you're
deception.
gonna need a high roll because these people are from this town and they know what these rocks are.
There's also deception too, if you want to do that.
Was that a 13?
No, that's a 19.
Wait. Okay, am I reading this wrong? So
Okay, so here's how this the standard thing works. Standard like 5th edition shit generally rolls like with advantage normally. It doesn't mean a player gets advantage. The one on the left is what they rolled, and the one on the right would be what they would get with advantage. So I'm not sure if you wanted to impose disadvantage on this because you said they didn't know here or what have you.
wait, left is advantage, right's not?
Left is
No.
normal. Yeah, left is normal. Right is with advantage or disadvantage.
Okay, why are you rolling it with a? Oh, so we rolled a
You
19.
don't
with
get
a
the choice.
disadvantage. It's a
It-
13. Okay.
Yeah, it does it by default.
Okay,
Yeah,
so with a
go
13,
go over to the gear on your character sheet, and you can go to advantage toggle.
Just basically, unless you impose advantage or disadvantage on a roll, just ignore the number on the right completely.
okay, and I did say this would be at disadvantage because these people know what these rocks are.
Okay, then yeah, then it's 13.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're not going to be able to sell it to anyone passing by right now, right there.
I'm gonna look around to see if there might be someone that's dumb. This is kind of how Finian is trying to find the patsy, is if they buy into the rock.
Well, there is an old abandoned house that no
Finian's
one's in
gonna
because
keep walking.
their parents died. Anyways, let's go to. We can have. I forget how you said you were pronouncing your name because it's still written as Huffleruff.
Yu Chen.
Yu Chen. You can roll persuasion also and see if you can get someone to buy.
Actually, he's not going to persuade. He's going to deceive.
Even
Try
better.
to pass. Because of his background, he gets an item, and that's a cast-off military jacket. He's going to try to pretend to be a veteran and see if he can get people to help pay for his treatment.
Treatments for.
Well, physical ailments that came as a result of the war, and mental ailments.
Are you going to try to say that you're from this area, or are you traveling
No,
from another area?
not from.
Okay.
Yeah, he came from another area, just trying to find his way in the world.
So you walk up and you find a group of people. Let's say 3. 2 men and a lady. And they're all right outside of this house right here. Kind of right where you are.
Okay.
And they see you walking up. Hello, sir.
Hey.
What brings you around this part of town?
I'll just been wandering since the war ended, seeing if I can get a bit of help, some alms for a veteran that. Sorry, I hurt my knee during the war, and it just never healed right.
Oh,
Do you think
are you
can
looking
help out?
Are you looking for treatments?
Yeah, I was hoping to get some money raised up so I can go to one of the best healers in the land. Hey, I was told that there's one up north.
As you're saying this, you can kind of see that they all are looking towards each other. They're not wearing the best of clothes, just because they too are rebuilding. And they're kind of looking at you, and, we're kind of in the same situation. So as of right now, they're not buying it. Yeah, we too don't really have funds. I mean, I wish we could help you out and give you some money. But we're all here rebuilding as well, and we're all trying to get money ourselves.
Well, even if it's just a few copper, that could help out. Like, just any pocket change, I guess. I haven't had a lot of luck.
Roll.
Deception. Normal or
No,
advantage or
I
disadvantage?
don't think it's gonna be deception, because all right, so let me whisper it to you. So I don't know what you'd have to roll for that.
Well, if I deceive them and they believe that I'm
Okay.
actually this, they
All
might
right.
tell me a good way where to go.
Okay. Yeah. Roll deception.
Just normal?
Yeah, I'll give it to you normal. 6. So you're not deceiving
That's a
them.
natural 1.
Yep.
That's a 1.
Yeah, he just added his modifier.
I have a
Oh,
plus
okay.
5.
When I moused over it, it wasn't showing anything. Now it is.
To be fair, in standard D&D, there's no such thing as crit fails or successes with a in at least in
Skill check.
ability checks.
With
Yeah,
skill check,
it's
yeah.
up to you if you, like how you want to handle that one. So
I mean, for this, I'm not really. Just basically, you didn't deceive them. They're gonna look at you and again tell you, we don't really have the funds to be helping out with anyone like this. But I mean, we do have a church. Maybe you can find help there.
Well, thank you for the information. Do you think you can point me in the right direction?
And she points down the street that you're already walking on and lets you know it's straight down there. And if you cut through, there's an old abandoned house. If you cut through behind, the church is right across.
Well, thank you. And he's
It's
gonna
no problem.
hobble himself off.
We wish you the best of luck, sir. All right, down here to Chimeras.
Who is causing a ruckus.
So the guard, he walks up and he's got his hand kind of on his sword. It's not unsheathed. He's just got his hand on it, and he lifts up his left hand. His right hand's on the sword. He lifts up his hand. Excuse me, sir.
What do you want?
What appears to be the problem here? And he looks over at the young boy that you've been harassing.
Said, this boy is selling me a potion. 1 potion for 5 gold.
He's not making you buy it, is he?
He said, no, he's not making me, but this price should be a lot lower than 5 gold.
Well, as I'm a guard, I can't really speak for what he charges for things, but I can say that you're not being forced to buy anything, sir, and you're raising your tone and getting angry at a child.
Well, this child needs to learn how to sell things properly.
And the guard kind of looks you up and down, and you're not from around here, are you?
Is it that obvious?
It's pretty obvious, and I really don't want to be that kind of guy since you are new in town and have to take you to I don't know what the word I'm looking for here is.
Jail?
I don't want to have to take you back to the guard station and have you watched for the evening. I would much rather be able to let you out and do things for the evening. How about we go ahead and let this kid be alone and let him have his prices for what they are, and let's not make this into anything it doesn't need to be.
He looks at the boy, and he looks at the guard.
And when you look at the boy, you can see he's kind of scared. He's got his hand in his lap and he's looking down, like he doesn't even want to look at you.
Scaring a child.
Chimeras breathes in very, very deeply, and then he breathes out really quickly, and you see you see his breath because it is pretty cold. Said, okay, but for a little bit of advice, boy, 3 gold will probably get you a lot more sales than 5 gold.
What's the potion you're even trying to buy?
I have
Potion
no
of healing.
Just a
Potion of
minor
healing
healing
something.
potion.
Hey, okay, let's take a step back. If that's a potion of fucking lesser healing, that shit's 20 gold easy. Don't you get the fuck out of here with the 5 gold prices? How dare you? I'm gonna go. You know what? Run these fucking hands.
Anyways, Chimeras, he was trying to lower the price down to 3 because he ain't paying 20 gold. But anyways,
Better Business Bureau.
The guard looks at you, and I think it's probably best time for you to head on your way. And he stands firm where he is. He's not moving at all.
Chimeras just looks, and he just does a heavy breath again. Is that fine? Fine. He slowly walks off. And then he mumbles to himself, I don't think you can carry a 300-pound, 6'4" dragonborn.
All right. All right, Finian, so you are heading north towards the church?
Yep.
Um,
He keeps on trying to talk to people. And he's slowly talking less and less as he gets to church, and trying to pull more of a monk exterior and trying to pay these as donations for prayers.
roll perception. All right. So as you're walking, you are going to notice the abandoned building as well. You see that there is light on inside, but it's only coming from the upstairs and in one window. Everything else seems to be the lights are off. The house looks like it's kind of charred on the outside. There's no glass on the windows. The downstairs is empty, but you do notice that there is that one light. So yeah.
Finian finds this a little bit interesting. I don't know if he's going to be passing his comrade Chen, because I know Hadir is inside the church, right?
He is.
So,
but you don't know that.
Well, I'm just saying outside of character. He's probably
Right.
in the church. He doesn't see him on the outside, but he sees Chen, right? Or no?
Roll perception.
Chen would have tried something on the way to the church, by the way.
Yeah, he's on a whole different thing.
Yikes.
No, you don't see him.
Fantastic.
So we'll go over to you, Chen.
Yeah, on the way to the church, he would have tried, quote unquote, accidentally bumping into people.
Mm-hmm. So the
I think
only
you know where
people,
it's going there.
the only people, unfortunately, is the two guards. So kind of the houses in this area is kind of where the actual war took place. So these trees in the back here, this is these were all lit on fire, and this is kind of where it was invaded. So most of the people are living here and here, not so much over in this area anymore. So if you came up through that way, you probably would have only bumped into the two guards and maybe one or two other people.
Anyone but the guards.
All right. So you're trying to pickpocket?
And failing at it. Because the dice are
Miserably.
with me.
So the person you try to pickpocket, she catches you, obviously, or you know what? I'm tired of doing women. He catches you and he looks back. Excuse me.
Just keeps walking.
He yells to the guards who are right next to it. Guards, this man here just tried to steal from me.
Turns around, looks offended. What are you talking about? I just accidentally bumped into you, that's all.
Guards, I'm telling you, he just tried to go into my pocket. I wouldn't lie about this. And the guards are going to walk over.
You think I would lie about this? See this jacket?
The guards are looking you up and down. No, we see the jacket, but we don't know the face. I'm going to move that token out of the way because you are inside. Finian, are you actually going to be there, or...?
I'm probably going towards a light in the abandoned house to see if
This isn't the church. This is the house. This is the church.
Oh, okay.
I was confused as
That's
well.
all right.
There we go. I just saw his token was over top of it.
Okay, so you don't actually see Yu Chen right now.
No.
Probably would hear me from there.
Let me see. Yeah, all right. So you hear him from there, but you don't see him. It's up to you if you want to go around there to be with him, but you know that the guards are talking to him right now, so it's up to you if you want to stay out of sight or go up there.
Gotta stay out of sight right now because Chen is usually really good at dealing with things, but if it gets a little bit heated, Finion's near.
All right. So they're gonna start questioning you. Where are you from? And what are you doing here?
Well, I'm just from a town further south. I'm here making my travels up north to a healer that I heard about. I just have this jank knee, and because of that, I accidentally fell into this guy. And now he's trying to accuse me of stealing.
And the man kind of looks at the guards and, "Sir, I'm telling you, he reached into my pocket." The guards look at you up and down again. You know, it's probably better if you just tell us the truth.
I am telling you the truth, though. I ain't got a reason to lie.
So the guards are gonna look at you. Well, in that case, we're gonna have to take a statement, I guess. And they're gonna have to get your name, and they're gonna take a statement from the guy and try to get the whole thing of what happened and why it happened. And so now basically, the guards know your face, and they're
I
gonna
don't
have
give them my name, though.
But they know your face. I didn't say your name, so they're gonna ask your name. You're free to tell them whatever it is you'd like to.
Lee Howe.
So your name's Lee Howe, and where are you traveling here from?
I told you, further south.
Yes, but where farther south? No town name? Know where you hail from?
Blackwater. All the way at the edge.
Blackwater. That's a long travel. What brings you all the way up here? Besides potentially trying to pickpocket our citizens.
I already told you, I'm just passing through.
So let's jump to Finian really fast. Finian, while you're there, you kind of hear someone moving around upstairs in the house that you're standing by. So you definitely know that there's someone in there, all right? So you know it's not 100% abandoned like you've been hearing. You also hear what's going on with Yu Chen, and I'm guessing you're still going to stay there?
I'm gonna roll my eyes, and I think I feel like you is bombing it a little bit. I'm gonna go around the corner, and I'm gonna gasp, and I'm gonna be like, "Mr. Chen, how's your leg? Have you been guards? What may be the problem?"
Well, we were standing over here by the tower, and one of our citizens was walking through and claims that this man tried to reach into their pocket and steal their goods.
And what did
It's
Mr.
true.
Chen
It's
say?
true. That's exactly what happened.
And what did Mr. Chen say?
He tried to say that he just bumped into me, but I felt his hand in my pocket. I saw it.
Are you saying the man with the gimp leg has bumped into you?
I didn't say he bumped into me. I said he reached into my pocket.
How close was he? Did he possibly bump into you?
So the guards look at you. From what Mr. Yu Chen here said is, he didn't
Okay,
actually
I'm
reach
back.
into their pocket. He bumped into them, and they're just mistaking it as a reaching into the pocket.
Did you not? Have you seen this man? He's a war veteran. He obviously has a bum leg. He's been in the war, for Christ's sake.
Yes, we're all war veterans here. Take a look around. Do you not see where you are?
But are you injured? I look up and down at the man.
He looks to you. I see what you're saying. But that
Would
doesn't
you
change
not?
that doesn't
What would be
change
your
that
mobility? if you took damage to your leg, what would be your mobility as a soldier, a man who's traveled many, many years of his life, having strain on the leg? Have decency for this wounded warrior. He is one of the someone that you could have been if circumstances were different.
Yes, but that doesn't excuse, while falling, your hand slipping into someone else's pocket, if that is what in
Maybe he
fact is
was
happening.
reaching. Maybe he was reaching out to catch himself so he didn't fall on the ground. Have you ever asked him that?
Why don't you
Mr. Chen?
demonstrate this for me, and go ahead and roll
Performance?
performance.
Who?
Finian.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
23, nice.
So the guards look and they see that you kind of you're showing them, I got a gimp leg, and you kind of fall a little bit, and you show how you go to reach out with your right hand to grab onto something, and if it just so happened to have been a person, you might have accidentally slipped into their pocket when you were reaching for their arm or something like that. And the guards kind of say, I can see how something like this could happen, and they're starting to understand it. So the person that you bumped into still is sitting there. No. He reached into my pocket.
But have compassion for this man, fellow guards.
So the
He
guards
is
are
a
gonna-
brother in arms at one time.
The guards kind of look at him. Even if he did reach into your pocket, did he take anything from you? No, I still have everything. Well, let's just assume this was an accident, as it was said, and he didn't take anything. No harm, no foul. We know what this man looks like. We'll be sure to pass it along to the other guards, so that way, if anything mysterious happens, he'll be one of the first people we go for. Does that sound good to you? Yes, that sounds very nice. Thank you so much. And he starts to run away, and the guards kind of look at you, and, well, you two be on your way, and stay clear of some of the citizens around here, or things like this. They call attention to outsiders, and especially if you're bumping into them like that.
Yeah, there's probably a bit of prejudice towards outsiders, too. Yeah, have a good day.
Well,
Finian
you too.
bows to them. Thank you so much for your service.
So you see the one guy, since you're standing right there, one guy is climbing back up the tower, and then the other guy is kind of walking. Why are they both moving? And he's kind of right there watching the road. The other guy's up on the tower.
Chen, you owe me 5 gold.
I owe you
Right.
nothing.
I saved your butt. Again.
Uh,
Saved yours
Chimeras.
before.
Chimeras, what are you up to right now?
Chimeras is making his way up the road. He's just wandering.
So you've had no direction on where you're going or anything like that. You're just kind of wandering around.
He just wander around. Wherever he goes, he'll go.
All right.
Right now, he's just
Finian-
making up this road, thinking it's like, I'll just walk up this road.
All right. So do remember, you do have 3 things that you need to be doing. 1 is finding the Patsy. 2 is looking for any other forms of escape, and 3 is finding the church. So you have found the church. What would y'all like to do now?
I'm gonna talk to Chen. Since I went a completely different way than him, I went from this way over here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm guessing he went the reverse.
Mhm.
He came the same way as
Kadir.
Kadir.
Came from
So
over
I
here.
went so I went a completely different way.
Right.
So
You went the same way as Chimeras is, so you guys kind of have a
Yep.
view of what's going on.
Yeah, the
On
people up
the-
in this portion are pretty, light in the wallet.
well, at least we made some gold off of our friend, shall we? Yes.
uh,
But that just proves that, these rocks do work. They are lucky for us.
Maybe for you. I've been having hell of a lot.
Well, the thing is, we go down south. If they keep their coldness, obviously it's gonna sell. Somewhere like Ishtal, where it's a lot warmer.
Well, we're gonna have to go up. We're gonna have to leave the town north if we're gonna keep up my ruse.
Obviously. But have you seen any ways that the guards aren't looking? Obviously, there's 2 around the church.
There's a guard's tower over on that side of town.
I don't think I saw anything on my way up, but I guess I was a little busy and preoccupied with our bet. Maybe our friends have seen something else. We'll probably see them. But I saw something weird with this abandoned building, or abandoned house, that people kept on telling us about. There's a light on. And I've heard footsteps.
Well, we should probably move to where the guards aren't watching us.
Let's go to the abandoned building. Maybe we can talk a little more freely.
And walked behind the building.
So when you were standing at the front of the building, you would have noticed too that it seems like the only part of the building that looked new, the door. There was a brand new door on the front. The rest of the outside of the building did look charred, but the door looked new. So you would have noticed that on the front of the house as well.
Finian points at the door.
Huh? Oh, look over there.
Oh, it's our friend.
Gosh, I have no idea where I am.
Well, that's a church, my friend.
Here,
Get over here.
Chimeras looks to the right. Is like, oh, Finny. He walks over to Finian.
Staying out of trouble, I hope. Has that
Has
stone
Lola
been working?
yet?
Hold on, you two are both talking at the same time.
Yeah, has a lot kicked in yet?
I mean, I did get in trouble. I will say one thing. Everyone inside this town are whistleblowers.
Yeah, and the guards don't seem to care too much about an injured veteran.
And they don't seem to be scared of giant dragonborns.
Well,
So while you're all talking outside, I'm not going to have you guys roll because I think you're close enough. You all kind of hear something moving around inside that house that you're right by. Not from like, obviously you can see through the windows, they're all broken. There's nothing on the bottom floor, so just by that you know that it's upstairs, that you hear someone walking. No talking or anything like that, just some moving around.
Is there a rat inside that house?
Finian puts a finger up to his lips, and I'm gonna try and do a stealth roll to get inside without being heard.
All right. Yeah, the windows are broken. As you look on the inside, you notice that the glass has been swept away from the floor. So if you climb through the window, you're not going to make any noise while doing that. You go through, and it doesn't seem that the floorboards are creaking or anything like that, and you kind of see a little ways through a little pathway through the floor, so you're not actually stepping on anything or making any noise. So you can get in really easily.
I'm gonna look for the stairs up because that's where the light was.
All right, so when you go inside, you see the stairs are all the way to the back, and they kind of go up and then to the left. At the very top is another door, and it is shut.
I'm gonna creep my way to the door and see if I can look my eye through a crack or underneath the door to see if there's any movement.
You're trying to look through the peephole, you said?
Yeah, peephole or underneath the door if there's any space. There's boards or
So-
something.
As you're looking through the peephole, You see an eye looking back at you.
Finian gets a little startled and then kind of leaps back.
The door opens slowly, and standing in front of you is none other than Ordwin Black. Dude, I don't remember Ordwin's voice.
It's
think
pretty
it's
much
yours.
just your normals, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
pretty much yours, but a little more. Well.
What can I... Oh my gosh. So, Ordwin slings the door open. Who are you? What are you doing here?
What are you doing here? This is supposed to be abandoned.
This is not abandoned. This is my home. This is where I live. This
Everyone
was
says everyone says it's abandoned.
Well, everyone is wrong.
Obviously.
He kind of, he's very shifty, kind of like watching the stairs and looking down and then looking back at you and kind of looking back towards the stairs again. Come inside if you want to talk. And he starts to wave you on in.
Alright. He comes in, looking up and down at this giant man thing.
Alright. So while Finian's going inside with Ordwin, Chimeras and you, what do y'all want to be doing?
Hey,
Are y'all just going to be watching to make sure no guards or anything like that?
think we should go in?
He's talking to you, Chimeras.
I just got back. Oh, where did my character go? Oh, there's.
Underneath, yep.
Think we
Camera's
should
like,
go in?
yeah, I mean, you can go first. I'm going to have a little hard time getting through the door.
Oh, I think I can fix that. And he rears himself to kick down the door.
Roll strength.
Oh,
you're
come
doing-
on.
Um,
What's with my rolls?
so
I mean, you are
punched,
an injured veteran.
you punched at the door, or did you kick it? I guess this is a punch. All right, you did a kick.
I do technically get 2 attacks every attack action, so... okay,
All right. So your first kick didn't do anything. It kind of jostled the door a little bit, and you notice that there's also a deadbolt on the door. Your second kick just broke right through the pane and knocked the door down.
Okay, that should be big enough for you, right?
Yep. Chimeras looks at you as like, yeah, that should work.
Ordwin sees this from upstairs. Oh my! I just replaced that. He comes walking down the stairs. What is going on?
You see a 6'4", 300-pound dragonborn walking through your door.
You didn't need to break it. I'm 11 feet tall.
Or Chimeras looks at it and said, I didn't break it down. He broke
Hey, you're
it
the
down.
one that said that you couldn't fit.
Look, we all need to go upstairs. We can't be seen down here. And he kind of tries to bring you guys all upstairs with him.
Finian's right behind Ordwin, or I don't know his name yet, but Finian has the finger over his lips like a big old shh sound. Well, not he's not making the sound. It's just like a be quiet ordeal.
Chimeras looks at you, at Chen. He's like, yeah, shh. And he hushes you.
He snarls at you.
So Ordwin's going to be walking upstairs. He's signaling for y'all to come. Do y'all want to go up or no?
Finian, sorry, on board with that.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So you go upstairs and you see that it's just the light that you actually saw isn't a candle or anything like that. He's actually got a fire stove. He's got a pot sitting on top of that. It looks like he's cooking some kind of a soup. There's just one singular bed up there. A wardrobe. It's got like 2 outfits in it, not a lot of clothing. And really there's nothing else in there other than that. It's pretty empty. There are a couple chairs as well for you guys to sit on, but it's pretty barren, and he's... Yeah. Come on in. have a seat. I'm just cooking some lunch.
What's for lunch?
Oh boy.
Smells delicious.
It's kind of my lunch, but I mean, I guess I can share. It's just a potato soup, ham and potatoes.
Smells absolutely delicious.
So he takes a seat down, and my name's Ordwin, by the way. Ordwin Black.
Finian.
Well, Finian, it's great to meet you. And you too?
You.
We just
No,
call him
you.
Chen. It's
No, you.
My name's Ordwin. You.
Yeah, you.
Okay. And he looks over to Chimeras. Who are you?
I'm Chimeras. And he reaches out his hand. He's a Chimeras Shadowmane.
Shadowmane. Such a good name. And he reaches his hand out to shake it as well. So while you guys are looking at him, you notice, and actually he's not 11 feet tall. He's probably around 9 feet tall. You notice he looks younger in features, probably in his mid to late teens. So you guys don't seem to be dressed for this type of weather, and I've never seen you around here. What brings you to the area?
well, we are people of worship. They're Ordwin.
I'm actually very big into the church myself. I've been praying at the temple pretty much every night since my parents died during the war.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. That's so sad. Do you live here alone?
I do now. I had a sister and mother and father, but yeah, the war it didn't go well for our family, the family of Black.
My condolences. So you said you go to the church quite often.
Oh yes, all the time. I learned how to I gotta speak out of character. So would a paladin actually go to church to hone his powers or anything like that, or for?
So, not particularly. Paladin can if they want to just pray to the god, but it's not mandatory that they actively go to one to pray and all that stuff. However,
Okay.
in your case, being what you are, it would be more so like you broke your previous oath. Basically, here, let me message you, kind of like in your case, what was going on.
All right. If you guys want to take like a 5-minute bio really quick.